folks, Chuck McKay here at the high school on a Saturday with the robotics team and the wizard of all things technological, Mr. Matt Shea. And we're here to discuss some of the great things that are going on in Vernon this week. We had Omega Man visit Lounsberry Hollow. We had a food drive also at Lounsberry Hollow tied in with the Super Bowl. We also had our academic decathlon team working hard in a regional competition. We had a couple of great students that we want to focus on as well. But first we're going to talk to our robotics team who is about to go into their first couple of competitions. We're here with the robotics team and we're going to ask them a few questions about upcoming competitions and all the great things that go on with robotics. So we have Mr. Kitis here and Mr. McCotter. Tell us a little bit about the competitions that the kids are about to be involved with.
Okay, well the competitions are amazing. They have like a gym full of students watching robots that are competing. And there's cheering. It's just like a big sporting event, but for robots. Great.
Now, we were at the Bridgewater competition last year, and it was exciting. What did you feel when you were there?
It was a really exciting competition. It was the first year I got to do a lot more stuff on the robot as I was getting to be an upperclassman. And when everything started going right, like in our first match, something we've been testing worked really well. And that was a really exciting feeling because it's something I personally worked on. And it's a feeling that a lot of members of the team can say they feel whenever something they work on personally just works completely right the first time.
Right, as the robot was pulled up towards the tower. Yeah. And how is our robot now?
We've made a lot of progress so far. Right now we're working on building the arms to pick up the box this year. And hopefully by the end of today we'll be able to do a lot more moving parts, but we did have it drive for the first time today.
Good. And Mr. Kitis, the competitions, when are they?
This year they're on March 9th through 11th and the 16th through the 18th at Mount Olive and Bridgewater respectively.
And can people from our community come and watch and cheer for our team?
Absolutely. Come on in. There's a huge gym, there's music, there's dancing, there's kids everywhere. It's amazing.
All right. Great. So we look forward to all of that. One last piece to the robotics team is the fact that the community gets actively involved with robotics through sponsorship, but also through attendance. So one of the things that we are working on is getting community sponsors. So I'm talking with Tom Logaitis about some of the things that we're doing that way with the community. Tom?
Our business team is the community outreach component of the club. They have garnered partnerships with R&S Phillips Steel. They helped build a robot for Smokies, and they've partnered with Thor Labs. Right now, we're reaching out to others throughout the community on other fundraising efforts.
Now, if someone wanted to give money towards the robotics team or just wanted to help sponsor, what would they do?
Okay, they could go to vernonrobotics.com and they could find links to all of our fundraising efforts.
Terrific. All right, so it's February 3rd, as we talked about before, and here's our academic decathlon team with their coaches, and that was in a regional competition last Saturday, and they did very well. As you can see, we had honors from Madeline LeBance and Dan McEwen and Sam DuPont and Sam Woltoff and Juliana, and also Christian Fieldhouse, Matt Martin, Peter Fetz, John Lowry, Christine Birkland, and Alyssa Sasso. And these are fabulous students who competed on all different levels, anything from math to discussions to historical pieces in literature and science. Lounsberry Hollow has their Super Bowl fundraiser. So all around the building there was collection sites and children voted for the Eagles or Patriots by donating soup cans and other canned non-perishable food items. Way to go, Lounsberry. Whoever wins, whether it's the Eagles or the Patriots, clearly Lounsberry Hollow is the winner, and so are our local food pantries. Had a joy the other day watching this game. This is the JV 7th and 8th grade basketball team down at Glen Meadow. The ladies played very, very well. It's wonderful to watch. And of course, Coach Quinn and all that she's doing with the team, and Coach Shiani and all she's doing with the varsity team at Glen Meadow. Omega Man came to Lounsberry Hollow, and he's teaching our students how to be good citizens, talking about respect and using positive words and being responsible and believing in yourself. It was an exciting time for our children at Lounsberry Hollow. And on top of that, students are learning to make good choices with our PBIS program. So the student winners this month were Grace Duffy, Larry Levy, Kaylee Free, Joe Barbera, and Philip Pritchard. Congratulations to you for making great choices, kids. This Monday night, January 6th from 6:30 to 8:30 at the high school, starting in the auditorium, but ending with tours around all of the building. We will have the 8th grade orientation night. It will be an exciting time for all who are here. We hope to show you all the new programs and tell you about the CTE programs and especially the 9th grade academy. HOSA. Now, each one of our new CTE programs has an after-school activity group, a club, if you will, and this is our HOSA group, which is Health Occupation Student Association for our allied health program through Rutgers. And these folks went to a competition, regional competition, 2 weeks ago and won 6th place, 5th place, and 8th place. And Julia Kotkin is eligible to compete at the NJ State HOSA Conference. So we're proud of all of you. Congratulations. And finally, on Thursday, Dr. Stumper and Mrs. Benz invited Chris Howard, the author, who read the book Life is Rough, which is all about his dog, who was a rescue dog. And he was talking to the children about rescuing animals from the rescue center and all that goes into it, and his childhood book. So it was a wonderful time for our students at Rolling Hills. So this Monday night, unless there's no school, this Monday night will be 8th grade Parents Night. We invite all parents to come to 8th grade Parents Night. It's a time for you to find out information about the new programs, all that's going on at the high school, and get a real sense of what schedule is going to be like for your 9th grader. And again, this was a great week in Vernon, and this week coming up, there's a board meeting, a work session. We'll be discussing some of the school progress reports, etc. And also we'll keep you informed as we move forward with some of the other activities.